And for those of you that don't know, IDIQ is an indefinite delivery, indefinite quantity, and they're like a contract vehicle. You get on the contract vehicle, and then you do this contract vehicle for 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, and then they say there's a ceiling for it. There's $100 million ceiling, or there's $1 billion ceiling, and they're just the government's basically pushing all these contract opportunities to this IDIQ vehicle, and you might be on it with other contractors as well, right? Were the IDIQs that you're talking about, were you on it with other contractors or?
Yeah, so we at the time, like from 2014 to 2016, we were able to amass a total of, I want to say, 7 or 8 IDIQ contracts with not to exceeds of 100 million each. Each one of those, depending on region, had anywhere between 3 to 7 contractors on it. But where it gets great is like when you have 7 of these contracts and they all have $100 million ceilings, and you'll start to see in certain regions is really the same people. So like in North Florida, so we had one set for North Florida, but then we had one set for South Florida, but it was the same contractors.
Yeah.
So it's really like 5 guys busting down 200 million across the entire state.
Yeah.
And so that's what happens. And then, everybody has different capacities. Everybody has different wheelhouses. So it's like certain projects, okay, he's probably going to do that because that's his wheelhouse. Or I know the electrician likes him better than me. So if it's an electrical heavy job, he's going to get that. But if it's a roofing type, I know this one's going to get that. If it's a interior remodel, I did a lot of interior remodels because I also had in-house drywall because I had my original construction company. So we were able to play it like that. And so, I mean, it was a great system. Well, like I said, we did that from, 2014. Our IDIQs ended, I think, like 2019, most of them. But I sold one of my companies in 2017, so I was out before we even, termed out.
Interesting. So was it valuable that you did have those IDIQs in your company for when the company that wanted to buy you? Was it valuable for them? Yeah,
because that's all they wanted. Because see, a lot of times people, especially in our space and in minority communities, we don't understand the value of an exit, and we don't even understand how to exit and what an exit is. And so basically we start going after work based on what we need for right now, and we don't plan for the future. So I didn't know it, but, going after those IDIQs is what was able to position me for a exit, because if something has $100 million ceiling, right, and you have so many of those, as a small business, you can only do so much work in a year before you are capped out as a small business, right? Like, we all love work, but all of us in business, there's only so much you can do before you max out your resources. Well, your resources are going to max out way before that contract's going to max out. So basically, someone will come in and they'll purchase your company because they have larger resources. So your resources might cap out at 30 million for the year, whereas their resources may cap out at 60 million. So they can really maximize that $100 million vehicle, whereas a smaller business, you can't. So that's what 110%, that's what gave me value on an exit, was because people saw the untapped potential of my contract vehicles.